She was found deceased by a man, a 37-year-old man that she had met on Bumble. It's a dating website. Hey you guys, I am going to be doing something a little different today. I'm going to start including some crime stories in my YouTube channel, so hopefully you enjoy. So today is going to be my first day, and I'm going to be talking about a crime regarding Miss Brenda Rawls. I'm not sure if you know about this case. You can Google for more information. It also ties into the Lauren Fields Smith case also. Miss Brenda Rawls was 53 years young at her time of death on December the 12th in Bridgeport, Connecticut. She was said to be a churchgoer and very close to her siblings. They talked and text on the phone daily. On December the 12th, she mentioned that she would be visiting a male friend. On December the 12th and the 13th, her family called her repeatedly and they got no response for Brenda. So on December the 14th, Brenda's niece, her niece's boyfriend, and her two sisters decided to go to this man's home to, check up on Brenda. When they arrived at this man's home, they were informed that Brenda had died on December the 12th. He found her unresponsive and was unable to wake her, and at that time, he decided to call the police. This man also provided her family with her clothing and shoes. I just want to go back to remind you guys, on December the 12th, Brenda had mentioned to her family that she was going to go to this man's house. And it is now December the 14th, so it has been 2 days since they've heard from their sister or auntie. Her family had to call around to find her body, and they called a funeral home, and a director at the funeral home informed them to call the medical examiner's body because her body was not there. When they called the medical examiner's office, they then found out that her body was there. So again, just to go back, 2 days had passed. The Connecticut Police Department did not notify her family that she had passed. If they had not walked to this man's home, they would have never known that their sister had died. I would like to also add that on December the 12th, Miss Lauren Smith Fields was also found dead. Regarding Lauren's case, she was a 23-year-old woman. As I stated before, she had met a man off the Bumble, and I guess it's a dating app or website. I'm not really sure because I don't date anymore. I'm married. But he was, again, she was said to be unresponsive. The police never, and he's not charged, so I don't want to get in trouble say he's charged, but the police just feel like there's holes in the story. He said they went back to her apartment, said her brother came, said her brother gave her something. She went into the bathroom. She came back and joined him. They went to bed. Now, mind you, he said that they never had sex. So they went to bed. He woke up her being unresponsive. He tried to wake her. He couldn't call the police. He said they didn't have sex again. But when her family went back to her home, they found a condom. So it doesn't have to be him. It could not be the condom that he used. But the stories are not adding up. They questioned the police officer, what about this 37-year-old man? And the police officer said that he was a good guy. Well, I just want to mention to you that Ted Bundy was a good guy. So just because you're a good guy doesn't mean the police doesn't need to check into you. So they dropped the ball and the family is not happy. And I hope they get every damn penny they freaking deserve, because they deserve it for sure. And Lauren's family have stated that it's due to like a lack of sensitivity. I believe it was him also calling an officer and him not returning phone calls. It just seems as if the Connecticut police has not been forthcoming regarding these two deaths. Lauren's death was the same thing. The guy said, again, he found her unresponsive and that I believe her nose was bleeding. And again, you can Google these things, but this is what I Googled and this is what I found out. Now, it has been reported that the two officers were placed on leave, but it was a paid leave. Of course, it was a paid leave, and disciplinary actions also. And for Miss Brenda, the medical examiner did come out and say that, or the report did state that she had passed away due to cardiovascular disease, due to her diabetes. She did have diabetes, and it is very common, you know, for that to happen because you do have diabetes. But it doesn't seem as if it's common for someone not to notify your family of your passing. I mean, these are two women, and when you boil it all down, it almost seems as if it's underlying racism or maybe just not being sensitive. And it really boils my damn blood because I identify as being Black or African American, what have you, and it seems like these ladies identify with that also. I can't say, you know, it's 2020, people identify with certain other things, but it just seems as if we continue to scream that we just want to be treated the same, not better, but just the same, and we continue to not receive that. You can tell me your opinions on what you think about these stories. Again, you know, I am disgusted by this because putting myself into that family member's shoes, I would want to know if my family passed away. I don't want to have to wait days to know that my family member has passed away or where their body is at. I mean, again, just me, and we've all experienced death in our family before. It's just we continue to get the unfair treatment, and it's not necessary. We are all humans when it comes down to it. We're just all humans. So again, you guys let me know what you think about me venturing towards doing more crime stories. I have another crime story also that I find so interesting. I'll do that. It takes me a while to get all the information and write it all up and to make sure I say it correctly so I don't miss anything. But what are your opinions on this case? How do you feel? Are you upset? Are you angry? Because I'm pissed off about it. I have to be honest, I'm pissed off about it. It's not right, and I feel for the family members that are going through anything like this. Doesn't, you know, I just really feel for them. But post your comments, like, subscribe, do all that. But I really want to read your comments, and I really want to know, what you think about me continuing to do this, because I'm going to do it. I'm interested in crime, but I feel like it was an injustice done here, and I can't just sit back. With me being a Black woman, I can't just sit back and not say something about this. Like, this Connecticut police departments, they need to answer to this. I do know that Lauren's family is filing a lawsuit, and it's a sizable one, and it deserved every bit of it because they kind of just disregarded these women like they were trash. And I wouldn't want someone to do myself like that or my mother like that. And you have, like I said, put yourself in their shoes and kind of get into those emotions of how they were feeling. Before I ramble off, thank you guys for watching so much. Give me a like, and again, I'm so interested in reading your comments. Thank you for watching.